I would like to say hello to you from Edinburgh in Scotland, where I live and where I build my career. It's a beautiful place to live on a nice sunny day like today. But as we get further and further into autumn, I realize it's going to be harder to make videos outdoors. The weather will become less pleasant and it will probably create a lot of resistance for me in order to get out there and film something. I was thinking, what's next? What's next for this channel? Because as if you've been on this channel and explored my previous videos, you can tell that I switch and play and experiment with the format and the ideas and editing styles with many of them. And it's for a reason. It's because I'm looking for a new approach, a new way of doing things that maybe not many people are doing online. I'm trying to find my own voice, my style, and at the same time produce something that would be relatable, enjoyable, not boring for people to watch. But at the same time, I do not want to overproduce the content. I do not want to rely on fancy graphics and over editing in order to increase retention of the videos. So that's why you will see some of my videos are slower. I take my time. Videos like these, they don't have any editing. I just shoot from the hip. I record it in some nice setting to improve my communication style, my skills of speaking to the camera without preparation and scripting. And it works very well with every video I make. But at the same time, I have a lot of insecurity and doubt about what I'm doing. So I have these two opposing views and personalities and styles in mind, and I just kind of, at the moment, play with them a little bit. On top of that, I have several ideas for future content that are completely different. For example, this morning, I came up with an idea of doing some cinematic, beautiful shots of the sea or other natural environments here in Scotland and put them all together with music and dubbing over them, which could be another way to produce something different and beautiful. I have aspirations to become a filmmaker one day, so the idea of shooting beautiful landscapes and nature is definitely something I would like to take into account and bring onto this YouTube channel. At the same time, because I'm doing this outside of my current day job, I struggle with finding the time and place to do it more often. And of course, I have to do it all by myself at the moment. As in the future, I will meet more people that are sort of in the similar area, in similar interests to what I do. I think it will get easier. But currently, it is still somewhat of a battle. Let me check my watch here, because this is how I operate this camera remotely. And sometimes I worry that as I'm going and speaking to you, the actual words are not being recorded. So they are, which I'm happy about. So as you can see, this is a beautiful spot, and I was planning to film here earlier before. Usually the problem is that if you have a beautiful spot like this, there is no place to sit and put the camera, or maybe it's not very practical. There are people around walking and listening, eavesdropping on the conversation or on the topic that I'm talking about, which sometimes makes me uncomfortable. There's also noises from the city, like I guess this chainsaw. It's either a chainsaw or some construction going on, and hopefully it's not too distracting to the recording. I tend to switch off the noise cancellation on this microphone because I would rather have some noise in the background and you hear the surrounding environment rather than have it very sterile and robotic kind of voice. Now, that's a risk in situations where it's windy, and obviously when you have noises like this. But I guess this is part of the learning, trying to fit those puzzles together and making it work. I like the fact that I get to experiment. And what I learned since posting my most recent video is that sometimes I tend to make assumptions about how the videos should be, and then the person who's watching it or YouTube itself, the algorithm, proves me wrong and basically proves me that the assumptions were wrong and actually people enjoy unedited and raw content, and that edited, overproduced content maybe is not so rewarded in today's landscape, at least. And of course, we have people passing by.
Yes, I've been talking about it. Is he the police officer or something? Yeah. Because
It's quite funny that even though I'm in the middle of a field and I can clearly be seen from far away as I'm doing something and recording myself, people still are not bothered at all and like to walk right through. Now, I'm not the main character, so I'm not gonna do what usually people do in their gym videos and scold whoever is passing by. I think that's a stupid thing to do. It is frustrating when, somebody walks past and you have to stop talking and stop recording, or at least wait, like with these videos, because they are unedited. I just stop talking for a moment. At the same time, it can be interesting to experience something unexpected or approach the people And I can see this happening more often when somebody asks me a question, or I say hello and start a conversation, and might capture something beautiful actually. So we'll see how these unedited videos go with time. One of the other reasons why I wanted to film like this is because this type of content lets me calm the fuck down, sit down, slow down, and stop this chat, the internal negative self-talk. I get to look around, listen to nature and noises, think about what really matters, take some deep breaths, forget about the idea that somebody will be judging me, and just record, just go for it, not worry about other people, like this person who is just passing by. And although it's not easy, I can see that it becomes less of an effort with time, with practice. It's like a muscle. You can feel the effects of becoming stronger and not affected by not the camera itself, because it's not the camera that's the problem, but the thoughts that are in the head. It's a beautiful process that I think goes deeper than many people realize. So to wrap this up, I'm just going to say that on this channel, you'll experience a transformation, both, I guess, for me, but maybe even for yourself. I want to use this channel both for myself, almost treating it as like a therapy, and for other people, to encourage them to try face their own fears, but also insecurities on their own terms, and learn how to deal with judgment of other people, or just push it away to the side and just do whatever they want to do anyway. And lastly, what I think a lot is mortality too. And many times I remind myself that, we'll all be gone soon. And I would like to have something that's left behind. I would like maybe my children to one day watch these videos and have something to learn from, but also see as a good representation what a courageous and good man's journey should be like. This is all for today, and I'll be back again soon.